Inside the bin, they found a plastic-wrapped human torso. It was Lauren's. The rest of her body, her head, arms and legs were nowhere to be found. Hello and welcome, my name is Gabby and today's case takes us back to 2011 where a horrific crime was committed by a very sick individual, and that individual's name is Stephen McDaniel. In June 2011, Lauren Giddings was 27 years old and had recently graduated from law school at Mercer University in Macon, Georgia. Deciding to remain in Macon while she studied for the Georgia bar exam in mid-June, she told her friends and family in Maryland that she wouldn't be in touch much in order to concentrate on studying for the exam. However, on the 29th of June, her sister Caitlin Wheeler realised that she hadn't received a single call from Lauren for days and became concerned. After getting in touch with Lauren's friends in Macon, she learned that they hadn't seen or heard from her either. Now also concerned about Lauren's absence, her friends went to her apartment building, and Lauren's car was still parked outside, but when they knocked on the door, there was no response. One of her friends retrieved her spare key from its hiding place and let the group of friends into the apartment. Inside, they found no sign of Lauren, but also found that her books, keys, and purse were all still in the apartment. Alarmed by Lauren's disappearance, they called the police to report her missing. Police came to the apartment and initially didn't find anything to suggest foul play. The apartment was clean, with neither any signs of struggle or forced entry. This assessment changed drastically when they sprayed luminol in the bathroom. Under UV light, the bathroom walls, floor and bathtub all lit up, showing not only that blood had been present and imperfectly cleaned up, but that there had been far too much of it to have been a survivable loss. The missing person case was now a homicide. Police tipped off the crime scene and began searching the surrounding area. Outside, they noticed a foul smell coming from a rubbish bin, one which was unfortunately familiar to those in their line of work. As one of the detectives later stated in an interview, "While we were standing there, the wind started to turn. Immediately, I smelled an odour that I was very familiar with. We all smell things in life that smell bad, and that of a body or decomposing body is one of the worst things you'll smell, but it has a very distinctive smell." Inside the bin, they found a plastic-wrapped human torso. It was Lauren's. The rest of her body, her head, arms and legs were nowhere to be found. While the police were searching around Lauren's apartment building, a local news station was reporting on the case and conducting their own interviews. One of them was a neighbour of the former classmate of Lauren's, Stephen McDaniel, who claimed to have no idea as to what had happened to her. It was during the interview that he learnt that Lauren's torso had been found, whereupon his demeanour changed, saying, "Body, I think I need to sit down." On the 1st of July, Stephen voluntarily went to the police station to give a statement about Lauren. He also voluntarily allowed the police into his apartment as they searched the building for clues. Inside his apartment, they found a master key for all the apartments in the complex. When questioned about it, Stephen admitted to breaking into 2 neighbouring apartments and stealing 1 condom from each. He was arrested and brought in for further interrogation that lasted over 12 hours while his apartment was subjected to a more thorough search. The search yielded a package for a hacksaw, a pair of underwear that turned out to have Lauren's DNA on them, and several flash drives with indecent images of children on them. In the apartment building's laundry room, the police found the hacksaw that went with the packaging in Stephen's apartment along with a bloody sheet. DNA testing confirmed that the blood was Lauren's. A memory card found in Stephen's apartment revealed that he had been stalking Lauren, using a camera fixed to a wooden pole to film her through her window. His online search history was filled with hits for her social media profiles, often around the same time that he looked up violent pornography. Prior to her murder on the evening of the 25th of June, Lauren had emailed her boyfriend, David Van Diver, who was on a golf trip in California, and told him that she thought that someone had tried to break into her apartment on the night of Thursday, the 23rd of June, blaming the incident on Macon hoodlums. Previously, Lauren had mentioned to her sister that she thought that someone had been in her apartment and moved things around. She was right. On the 2nd of August 2011, Stephen McDaniel was charged with the murder of Lauren Giddings. He was also later charged with 7 counts of child sexual exploitation. If anyone is interested, the footage from his police interview is available on YouTube. It has been noted that during the interview, Stephen barely moves an inch, which is really creepy when it's sped up and just looks unnatural and is just generally creepy to watch. Initially, Stephen pleaded not guilty, but in April 2014, just a week before his trial was supposed to start, he accepted a plea bargain and pleaded guilty in exchange for avoiding the death penalty and having the child sexual exploitation charges dropped. As part of the deal, he had to provide his account of the murder. According to Stephen, he'd used his master key to enter Lauren's apartment in the early hours of the 25th of June 2011. At first, he'd just watched her sleeping, but then she woke up, saw him and yelled, "Get the fuck out." Stephen responded by jumping on top of her and grabbing her throat. As she fought for her life, he strangled her to death. He then dragged her body into the bathroom and went home, returning the following night with the hacksaw. After dismembering Lauren's body, he put her torso in the bin in which it was later discovered, and the rest of her body in a dumpster on the university campus. The latter were never found, and if Lauren's sister and friends hadn't become concerned about her absence as quickly as they did, resulting in the police being called when they were, the bin outside the apartment building would have been emptied and its contents, including Lauren's torso, likely taken off to landfill without anyone other than her killer knowing. Stephen McDaniel was sentenced to life imprisonment for the murder of Lauren Giddings. He'll be eligible for parole in 2041. In 2018, his father Mark McDaniel started a GoFundMe page to raise funds for the legal expenses needed for an appeal, which was promptly taken down. The same year, Stephen represented himself in court, arguing for a retrial on the grounds that his constitutional rights were violated as he was not medically cleared before consenting to his apartment being searched. His legal research was intercepted by the DA and that his attorney didn't adequately represent him. He also filed a malpractice complaint against his former attorney. His appeal was denied. So that was the case of Stephen McDaniel. Some of you may have heard about that case as it was quite widely reported, but it genuinely sticks with me and thought it was worth sharing. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you enjoy true crime, but until I see you again, please be safe, be well, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.